Hey everyone, today's another day of best of 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And today we are on number 12, and it's this one here, and it's For the Love of Pretty Paper, and it says UK Scrapbooking Group on Facebook. Sketched by Laura Rumble. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it looks so difficult. And my friend, it's so funny because, you know, she's like, maybe you should just do something else. And it's like, well, I have this photo that I think it will make it look like you're looking down at it even more than, you know, you are from this photo. So I'm gonna first, it's like we went at it like, you know, just trying to make these angles. So I guess I'm still not done talking about the sketch. So just trying to make the angles, and it was so difficult. But anyhow, so I'm gonna show you what I ended up doing. This is a picture, and it's so funny because it's one of those live ones. It was on my phone, and when I held it down, when her mom actually sent me the photo, her face was tucked underneath here, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna see if I can, you know, if there's a place where her face actually shows. So when I was looking at it and held it down to, you know, make it go through that few seconds of live video, she said, I think I can reach him. So that's going to be the title of my page. But I just think it's so adorable because she just loved the elf on the shelf in all his mischief. So I'm going to be using Mintay paper, Merry Bright, because I bought this for the little elf guy. And so anyhow, these are the 3 papers I'm going to be using. And this is going to be my background because red comes towards you and cool colors recede. So warm comes at you. I don't know the reverse of receding. So they come at you and cool colors recede. And it doesn't matter if they're dark or light. It's like it always happens. So so that's why I'm using these papers. So now I'm going to show you what we ended up doing, and it was really funny because it's like I'm trying to mess with it after we just did our concocting of what we thought were the things, and it's like you know, we just did them out of scrap paper, thank goodness. But anyhow, so she's like, well, maybe if we did this. So that gave me an idea when she was describing, you know, if we did such and such a thing. I thought, okay, what if, because I kept thinking these angles that they were at looked like something that you would get if you cut them a specific way. So here's what I did. I cut a 12 by 12 paper into 4 sections. So you got 4 6x6s. And 2 of you're not going to use. So you line it up on the point where you line up, where your wire will be, and then you pull this 2 inches over. So that's at the 2 now, and make sure, and then come back and check the lining up of this, so that you stay at 2 inches and where the wire goes, and then slice. So then you got this one, and then you flip it over and do it again. So you got it lined up on there. I mean, you can be anywhere, so you can line up here, go to the 2, keep that on where your wire is going to be, your corner. So actually from here it works better for me to do it right there because I can see it. And then cut. So then you have 3 pieces that are basically that cone shape. close to the same size. So then now you got one that looks like a necktie, and you just take that one, line the two corners up, and cut that on just that right, just straight across. So you got it like that. And then you do it again with your other color. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing, just so I'm kind of showing you again. So you just line up the corner. So your one corner is lined up here. Your corner directly opposite of it is lined up on the two. And I'm gonna get it back on the wire. Make sure it's still on the two, and cut it again. Again, flip it over. Put it on where the wire will be. Line this up on the two, and then cut it again. So now you've got 3 of these again, and again you're going to cut off that end so it doesn't look like a necktie. And you might have to adjust it when you bring your wire down. Okay, so now you have it like this. So you have these, you'll have these 2 extra pieces like that. And then you just take the ones that you have, decide which direction your paper is going to go. And so you got your middle one, and then you got your 2 ends. So like if this is the shadow, then this will go over it like this. And then you can kind of look at hers, because here she has a big shadow. Here she has but you only see it on one side. Here you have another shadow and you see it on 2 sides. And here 2 sides, here 2 sides, here, well, then it's up here so you can't even see the edges. But so you can kind of guess by that. And because of the way that I cut my paper, then, well, you actually end up with 9 no matter what. Okay, if you cut them like this. So now I'm going to move this for now, and I'm gonna bring it over mine, and I'm using that burlap underneath, and then I've actually numbered them. Oh, because of she's got only 8. And I had 9, and I kind of laid them on there, and then you didn't see too much of my background. So, oops, I gotta close up my phone. So, you didn't see too much of the background, and then I felt like it kind of lost the depth. So I did take away one of the 9 that I had. So I do have 8 back like she does. So then I'm just gonna find the one that looks like it fits here the most. And what did I decide? I kind of had them laid out like I thought they would go. And so I think I had these over here. So some of these are, well, this one is actually an angle, so the one that's kind of flat, I think I have all the flat ones together. So this one's kind of flat, so I'm going to stick that up here, and this one's going to be off the edge, but it's just the opposite of the one I have. Okay, so it's going to be like this. So you just kind of find your ones that work into this. Okay, that one there. I need another one of these flat ones. And then I have this one like this. And this one goes here. And, oh, let me get rid of these little triangles. Can't pick it up. And this one goes here. So this is one I guess I'm not using from if I lay them out like that. And then it's like this one goes off the corner. So I'm gonna do that and kind of push them up. And I'm thinking that they meet in the middle from the way it looks like it narrows, it looks like they would actually meet in the middle. So I'm gonna do this, pull this over here, pull this up here. Now this one, mine is not gonna end up on the thing, but I mean, if you wanted to start with maybe a smaller shape, a smaller square, it might end up a little more closer to this. But, you know, unless somebody's come up with a better way, I think this works pretty good. And that way it didn't take all day. Because my first one, it was like so trying. So this is how I'm gonna lay it out. So I'm gonna pause it and tape it down, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got them taped down, and I did rearrange them because I seen where my shadows were, and so I had to make sure I did that. Okay, so now I am cutting off my excess, and I'm gonna show you me doing that, and hopefully I don't cut off any more than what I need to. So I need to have this up here. Okay. And I did get a little sliver of the paper in that last cut, so. Oh, I was still moving things. I only put one strip of tape on there, so now I went back and forth, and then I thought, oh, they're still stuck, but it was because I was trying to pull on it while I was pushing on that cutter. So there's that done. So it goes like this, and then I'm gonna put her up at the top. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. Oh, I should have took into consideration the string it was hanging from, but too late now. Okay, you know how it is. I've lost my invisible T-square. Okay. I'm pretty close to this spot. Okay. So there's that. And I gotta find all my other stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna be using the things from, oh, here's my extra one. I'm gonna be using the cut-aparts from the front sheet of the kit. And let's see. I gotta find my cheat sheet here. Okay. I thought, where did I put my title? Okay, now the letters I use only have small letters. So my title, it's got all even small I's. So I'm gonna call it, I Think I Can Reach Him, because that's what she said. So I will pause it again and put on the letters. Okay, so I've got the title on there, and I'll tell you, it always takes me, I'm sure, 3 times longer than what I expected to. Okay, so I'm just using the embellishment from the cut-aparts, and I gotta find all my little elves here. Excuse me, I think I just have the 2. I laid everything on top of here, and then it's like all I can see is everything. I mean, I see everything. Excuse me. Could you grab me a water? I got my slave boy here, so you know he's helped me out.
As you wish, mistress.
And he really isn't Igor. He just sounds like him today, I guess. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna tuck this little tree branch under here. And then this is a little elf that was actually from the the cover, and it's like by the time you're done cutting around, I always kind of check the little pieces that are left, and because it ended up I have this little elf left that I could cut out. I think he might be missing maybe a leg or something, but I'm gonna tuck him just behind the little branch, so you'll never know. And then I've also got one of the old Christmas tree lights, and I gotta tell you, I love these because it just totally gives me deja vu of, you know, the 60s when everybody had those. Now my grandma, she had bubble lights. I loved those things. I could just stand, I was so little when I'd go to her house, it's like I could just I'd stand in front of them and just watch them bubble. I don't know how long. It seemed like I stood there for a long time. Okay, and then I've got a little train, and I'm just gonna line it up here. And I'm gonna kind of take where this little smokestack or whatever that is and kind of just line it up with the white there. And it looks like it's straight. And then I'm gonna take the elf himself and stick him right on the train like he's just sitting there. And then I have this little ornament, and I'm just gonna kind of set it here. Where do I want it? Maybe I kind of want to set it there where it just kind of looks like it's sitting behind the train. And I always tilt it because it's like there's no way that if it was sitting, you know, the chances of it just being tilted just right, it wouldn't be. So I just kind of tilt it. And then I've got this little heart candy cane. Actually, it's like 2 candy canes put together. I love that. It's adorable. And I'm going to stick that right at the front of the title. And so that's it. It's a pretty simple one. Oh, I could add enamel dots. I can't even talk now. I'll add some enamel dots and I'll just show them at the end. That way you don't have to wait for me to select them. And thanks for watching. I'll have the close-ups. And remember, if you like it, give it a like. And subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.